Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
I'll take you for a ride on a garbage truck.
Hello everyone, welcome to a special bonus episode of Weisscast.
With me, Jacob Moore.
He's back from the dead,
I'm
people.
back. I was dead for like 2 weeks. Not really. I was really just dead for a week. I don't know what happened to the other week.
You were gone at one point.
Oh, I guess it was
Yeah.
only 2 weeks because I missed
Yeah.
this past week. Jalen did it because I was at a concert last night.
Yeah.
And then last week I had the flu.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was only 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It feels like a lot longer though. It feels like
does.
it's been like 4.
Yeah, it really does.
I don't know. Well, yeah, I went to a concert last night. I went to saw Beartooth at Iron City in Birmingham, Alabama. I've never been to Iron City venue. It's very, very nice venue. Highly recommend it. The staff was very nice. You should check them out. The Beartooth is a metal band, so it was a metal show.
Yeah.
But I was talking to one of the staff members there, and they said that a bunch of other people performed there. Mason Ramsey is actually performing there in November. So if I was in the area, I would go see Mason Ramsey. But like other people, like Chris Stapleton has been there.
Wow.
It's kind of a smaller, intimate place, so it's kind of interesting to like these bigger name. Like, there's been some big names there. But anyways, this is a special episode. We're gonna be doing some articles.
Yeah.
Kind of a little. Sorry for missing last week's episode.
Yeah, and we're posting this because last night's episode was also kind of a special episode where we only did highlights.
Ooh.
So if you haven't checked that out, check that out. This is essentially 2 parts of a whole episode just broken down so we can have 2 releases to kind of keep on our schedule.
Yeah. So I'm going to start us off. If y'all did not know, I am very passionate about soccer, or football if you're in the rest of the world. And one of my international teams that I follow is Aston Villa. Aston Villa is in the Division 2 in the English Football League, which is a championship series. They are currently in the playoffs, so they're close to breaking through and being promoted to the Premier League.
They got really close last year, did they not?
They did. They were in the championship. They lost to Fulham. Fulham went to the Premier League. Fulham hasn't done too well in the Premier League recently. Sorry, David, about your loss of your team being promoted. They didn't get relegated, so that's good. For a while there, it looked like they were. But what I want to talk about is something I've never seen in a soccer match. So, it's a 72nd minute going into this game. Very important game. Playoffs are on the line. Both teams in this game, Leeds United and Aston Villa, have both already clinched a playoff place, but winning would definitely help. Would help. Going into this, Aston Villa has not lost the last 11 games.
Wow.
In 10 of them, they have won.
Wow.
So, it's a pretty big deal. In the 72nd minute, Leeds attacks a Aston Villa player. He goes down, he's hurt. It was also a pretty bad foul. Ref missed it. It happens, no big deal. Right before that, a Leeds United player had gone down injured, so Aston Villa, as they were attacking, stopped and played the ball out. It's an unspoken rule in soccer. You play the ball out, someone's hurt, you allow them to be taken, looked at. Leeds goes to the sideline as if they were going to play the ball out, and then they looked downfield, shot the ball, or kicked the ball downfield, and proceeded to score. So now they're winning 1-0 after looking like they were going to do the sportsmanlike thing and kick the ball out. Big fight breaks out. Aston Villa gets a red card. One of their players gets ejected. That red card later gets taken away after looking at video evidence. So that's nice that we'll be able to have him back in the game. But then, this is the part that I've never seen. The Leeds manager, or the Aston Villa manager, tells the Leeds manager, you should make your team allow us to score. Because that's the sportsmanlike thing to do. We all stopped playing because we thought you were kicking it out. So the Leeds United manager tells them, hey, let them score. And they go on to score. The game ends with a 1-1 draw. I've never seen anything like it. And it was impressive. I commend the Leeds United manager for sportsmanlike and keeping that up. And it's something that it's kind of controversial. There's a lot of people that are saying, like, the Leeds United should not have allowed Aston Villa to score. They should have just kicked the ball out, or they should have just kept playing the game because you played to the whistle. But I feel like more people are commending Leeds and saying, you know what, they were playing very cheeky, making it look like they were going to kick the ball out, and then they went and scored. Y'all did the right thing by allowing them to score. So it was a really interesting night in soccer, but to say the least, both teams are still in the playoffs. So there's a possibility that they can meet up in the finals.
Wow.
So that will be a very, very heated match if they end up in the finals. I think the finals might even be at Aston Villa.
Wow.
So
that would be huge.
They played at Leeds this past game. What you got?
So my first article, it's actually more near and dear to both of us than you might expect. So yesterday, Epic Games, maker of Fortnite and previously Gears of War, actually purchased Psyonix, who developed Rocket League.
Yeah.
And so
I love Rocket League.
It is such a great game. We really were on the Rocket League train, especially when we lived together previously.
Yes.
We played a lot.
Yeah,
back
between
then.
me, you, and our roommate Aaron Hargrove, we put in a lot of hours in Rocket League.
We did.
That was like the highlight of actually living there. I think we just day drank and play a lot of Rocket League.
Yeah, that's what we did. But some people are kind of worried about it because Epic has their own games launcher. They're worried about it being taken off Steam. I'm not too worried about it.
There's a huge community around Rocket League. I don't see it being an issue.
I feel like it's kind of a natural fit. I don't know why Fortnite and Rocket League seem to go together in my head for some reason.
I don't put them together, but
I think it's just because they're both kind of cartoony. You know, I mean, Rocket League obviously is all about the cars, where Fortnite's all about like the building and the characters. It'd be kind of cool to see what Psyonix can do at Epic.
Yeah.
See if the resources that Epic has pushes them to split some team from the Rocket League game to do another game. I don't know. Maybe like I know that there's this car-based battle royale game out right now on Steam called Not My Car. It's really fun. It'd be really cool to see an experienced physics-based car game developer create something like that. Because I've played Not My Car a couple times. It's a lot of fun, but it definitely needs some polish. But yeah, it's really interesting to see that this is developed. Like I said, I'm not too worried. People are worried that they're not going to sell it on Steam at all, or they're just going to completely take it off.
I don't think they would take it off.
They're not going to screw over customers like that.
Yeah, they've earned so much money from that. I don't see them being like, we're gonna be jerks and just take it off.
Yeah, and I don't know this for a fact, but I feel like that PlayStation is still their most popular platform for Rocket League.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know for a while their PC was, but I'm not sure what the demographic looks like right now.
Yeah, but
also, I haven't played in months. So.
I haven't played in months either, but I want to get back into it. Reading this article just really kind of stoked the nostalgia in me because I really enjoy Rocket League. I'm terrible at it, but it's still a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What you got next?
Next up, moving on into some kind of techie stuff. Do you remember the original GameCube wireless controller?
Yeah, the Wavebird.
Yeah, it had that really bulky thing that you plugged into the GameCube, and then it would sync up to your controller and you played. Well, there's this company out there that is taking GameCube controllers and modding them to be truly wireless with the Switch. And so I don't think it would ever become like big in the competitive world. I don't know what the input lag is on it, but I imagine there definitely is a bigger input lag than, say, the Pro controller, which is still pretty high input lag comparatively. But it is interesting to see that this GameCube controller is a controller that it's old. Yeah. It's old, but Nintendo's on their fourth console since the GameCube was released. But people are still adamant fans of the GameCube controller.
It's one of the most comfortable controllers.
It really is. But on the flip side of that, I think the Pro controller will take over that.
I think it will too.
I think And we'll see in 3 years or 3 generations of consoles, we'll see the Pro Controller being the controller that generations go to. They're like, oh no, like I have to use my Pro Controller.
Yeah.
And it's just really interesting.
What's the name of this company? I'm curious.
I do not remember. I saw this article whenever I had the flu, and I vaguely read the name, and I went and looked at it. I cannot remember the name.
Because if you can find it, share it with me.
Yeah, if I can find it, I'll let you know.
Because I actually have a Wavebird that I lost the dongle for, and I've been really sad that I can't use it. So if I could get this modded, I would be able to use it again.
But they're modding all controllers. So like they're taking like a previously wired controller, they cut the wire, take it apart, and do something with the board, and make it a wireless controller.
But still, I'd want to do this with my Wavebird.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the name of the company is. I'll figure that out. I'm sure I can find it in my history somewhere if I look back far enough. I looked up a lot of things whenever I was sick.
Yeah.
I mean, I laid in bed for like 4 days.
There's kind of nothing to do when you're sick. You're just watching TV and looking through articles.
I had Breaking Bad on in the background. I watched like 3 seasons. I'm almost done. I realized the other day that I spent way too much time watching Breaking Bad. And if I would like halfway apply the time that I put to Breaking Bad to like something productive, I'd probably be a millionaire by now.
My next article is also video game related. Did you know that there's a video game Hall of Fame?
No, I did not. Doesn't surprise me though.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me either. But recently, Mortal Kombat, the original one, the arcade one, and Super Mario Kart got inducted to the Video Game Hall of Fame.
Interesting. I feel like it's about time that at least Super Mario Kart. Mario Kart's a pretty respected game.
It is. It started it all for cartoon kart racers.
Yeah.
Huge fan of the Mario Kart franchise. Not so much Mortal Kombat. I've never really been into fighting games like that. And I can't exactly pinpoint why. Maybe I just didn't grow up playing them. Maybe...
I never grew up playing them. But whenever I did play them, I enjoyed them. They were fun.
The ones that I do so the current Mortal Kombat developers, NetherRealm, actually were formerly known as Midway, who created Mortal Kombat. Their game Injustice with the DC characters I really enjoy. I think I don't enjoy Mortal Kombat because I didn't grow up with them and I don't know their characters.
That's fair. That's fair.
And that's part of the reason why I love Mario Kart so much, because I grew up with those Mario characters.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But both have great followings, cult followings. A lot of people swear by Mortal Kombat. We actually just had lunch with a guy named Alex who loves Mortal Kombat.
Did not know that.
Yes, he is a huge Mortal Kombat fan.
Doesn't surprise me. He seems like one that would be.
Yeah. So
from what I know about him, not because of his personality or anything.
Yeah, but this is huge because there's a lot of games that have been inducted that you'd think, oh yeah, that game's definitely in there. So like, actually, here's a few that missed out this year that probably will make it in eventually. Asteroids.
Interesting.
The original Call of Duty. The original.
See, I don't like the original Call of Duty.
The original Metroid.
Never played it.
Minecraft.
I should not be in the Hall of Fame.
I think it's broken so many records.
It has, but it should not be in the Hall of Fame. It sucks. I say that, but I love it.
Yeah.
It sucks in the sense of like if you're gonna allow if you're gonna allow a game that some 12-year-old can pick up and just build a big old penis in the sky.
Yeah.
In the Hall of Fame with no very, 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 very loose storyline, then anything can be in the Hall of Fame.
It's true. Minecraft's less of a game, more virtual Legos.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing, but I don't see it getting in the Hall of Fame for being a game. I see it for getting in there for breaking ridiculous records.
Yeah, I can see that.
What you got next?
Coming up next, the game that we've come to know and love, Apex Legends.
Heard of it?
Yeah. If you haven't heard of it, then y'all probably haven't listened to the last month and a half of episodes. We talked about it at least once a month.
Yep.
Once a week. I mean, anyways, I was reading this article that this Redditor, this guy on Reddit, if you guys didn't know what Redditor is. is arguing and trying to get Respawn to add more stats to the game. So if you know anything about the game, whenever you win, it just pops up like you are the champions, and then it gives you your squads, and it'll be like 2 kills, this much damage, or whatever, or like whatever. And so they're wanting them to do more things like. They're wanting them to have like the banners of everyone you killed show up underneath your name. Yeah. Like show what level you are, what level they were, and maybe how much damage like you dealt to them. Yeah. So that way you can have a better understanding of like what you're actually doing in a firefight. Like, did I actually kill that person? Like, there's been several games where like we didn't win, but like I would just like randomly take a shot down range and I would hit someone and I would get the kill because I was the last bullet that hit them, but I would get a kill with like 5 damage. Yeah. And like whenever you're playing like a game, if you get like 6 or 7 kills, like you want to see like the stats spread out. It's kind of nice to be able to see like who's actually contributing what to like what firefights. So that'd be really interesting to see. I think it'd be a good spot, especially if they're wanting to get more competitive. Speaking of them getting more competitive, I read an article as well that talked about them rumoring. So right now, PUBG has, at the end of every single match, you can go back and replay the match and look at a replay of it, and you can see where everyone's at on the map, and you can follow, and like it shows them a track of the way they took, and you can see like who they kill, where they kill them. So like that way you could like essentially follow yourself and just be like, cool, like where was I getting shot? Like where's my weakness in my game? Yeah. Or you could like replay the match you just played and like look at someone that just won and like I want to look at their strategy and see like what can I learn from their strategy to make my strategies better. So I think that'd be something very beneficial that they could add to Apex, especially with them trying to be more competitive. They're kind of losing some of the edge right now. They are. But I think the following that they have now is more of a faithful following, kind of like what we saw with Fortnite when it first started. It blew up, but eventually you hit a bubble and you burst. And it's the same with PUBG. And you go down. But the people you have playing Fortnite now, they're diehard fans. Yeah. And the same with PUBG. People playing PUBG are diehard fans. People playing Apex, they're going to be around for a while. So it's time to add more things like that that's beneficial to the diehard fans and less beneficial of like trying like, hey, like we just want to get the numbers up.
Yeah, something I would like to see is a chart or a table with all of the legends and the kills with each legend, the wins. Yes, I would like damage.
Right now, if you don't know anything about the game, there's like 8 different
8 or 9
legends you can play with. If I want to look at the stats for my legends, I have to go click on each individual legend, scroll through a couple pages to find it. Excuse me. I want to have it where it's all on one page. You just have the names listed out and all the stats in a chart. It'd be a lot easier just to be able to see like who am I doing really well with, who am I not doing well with. Yeah.
And because I play a lot, I kind of know who I do well with, who I don't.
But I'm a huge fan of stats.
I am too, especially in a game like that when I'm super into it and invested in it. Yeah. I haven't really been super invested in a game like that in a while, so I really want to know how I'm doing with certain characters. My next article is actually, it's really interesting to me. I know that wearable tech is kind of, it's not really a hot topic. It's kind of gone down in interest recently with popularity and smartwatches going down as a whole. But there is a smartwatch with 30-day battery life.
That's ridiculous.
And apparently more features than the Apple Watch.
How? How is it 30-day battery life?
I have no idea.
How big is this thing?
It's down.
Is it like 4 inches thick?
It's down to $73.
What?
On Amazon.
It's only on Amazon?
Well.
What's the name of this watch?
The Amazfit Bip smartwatch.
The Amazfit Bip with a B? Yeah. There it is. I found it.
Yeah, so
that's pretty sleek.
I've actually seen a decent amount of reviews and people wear this. It looks nice.
It's got 4.5 stars at Walmart.
Yeah, it has a heart rate monitor, built-in GPS to accurately track steps taken, calories burned, distance traveled, quality of sleep. I don't know why you need a GPS to track your quality of sleep, but whatever.
Because it uses motion sensors to tell, so it uses a combination of heart rate and motion sensors to tell if you're restless or not.
Oh, okay. But also has sports modes for running, treadmill, cycling, and walking.
Interesting.
To give you more detailed insights for your frequent activities. It also has a companion app, and you can get one-way notifications, so you can't respond to anything, which I actually kind of like. I like just
I don't want to be able to respond. I just want to be able to get a notification.
Yeah. And something with my smartwatch, which I actually haven't set up on my new phone, and I've had my new phone for over a month. I just haven't set it up, and whenever I do set it up, I know I'm going to be tempted to like use it for a distraction, and that's not the point of the watch. So, reading a lot of good things about this thing. I might actually sell my watch.
It's 1.1 ounces.
Yeah, super light.
Jeez.
I'm really thinking about selling my watch. I bought it for $150. I could probably sell it for $100 and just get this guy.
So it looks like the Pebble 2.
It does.
The graphics wise. And so that's my one downfall is my next smartwatch. So I have a Fitbit right now. It's not my Fitbit. I have the Fitbit Charge 3, I believe it is. It's my girlfriend's. I stole it from her. But I don't like how pixely it is on here. And it's like this is still probably about the same as this one. And with the Amaze Fitbit, I would imagine with the screen's bigger, it's like the size of an Apple Watch. I would expect there to be a little bit better graphics, personally.
But it's $73.
Yeah, the one downside I'm reading about it. I mean, besides the cannot respond, lacks music storage and control, so you can't control music with it.
Ooh, that's almost a deal breaker.
Heart rate and step measurements are not always accurate.
But it's really hard to get super accurate with, like,
with $80.
Well, with any step thing, because like you said,
my Fitbit's pretty accurate, but only like the other day, like that one time when I was in my car driving, that was a conditional.
Right. And
so in case you didn't know what I'm talking about, the other day, my tires were really bad. My car started shaking, and in a span of like an hour, it said that I'd registered like 2,000 or 3,000 steps, which I was standing still or sitting still driving. But that's just because my steering wheel was shaking so much that I was in the motion as if I was like running with my hands. So like I understand that. Other than that, it's been very precise.
Yeah. I'd say most trackers are like that. If there's circumstances where the arm that you're moving or the arm that you have your watch on is like, I don't know, like your arm was shaking because of the car. But
it was a combination of shaking and the GPS recognizing that I was moving.
Yes.
And it's like if I'm sitting here shaking this right now.
Yeah.
So I'm at. Well, hold on. See, it didn't go up at all.
Okay.
And so, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to spend a little bit more money, you're going to get a better quality with your measurements and your tracking.
I've also thought about getting whatever the higher end Fitbit is, the one that with the smart.
Oh yeah, it's like the Verge or Views or
something like that. It also looks like an Apple Watch.
Yeah.
But maybe I just want an Apple Watch.
Maybe you should.
Maybe I should talk to my counselor about this.
Maybe you should. The Enneagram is the sexiest personality quiz in town. I was just scrolling through my Google articles, like recommendations, and that was one of them. I'm saving that one for later.
So, do you have any more articles?
Yeah. I mean, I've read this article talking about how I've been charging my smartphone wrong.
Huh.
Which, I mean, I think you and I both know that most modern phones have built-in, like, computers that allow it to not overcharge. So, for example, in the article actually says that Samsung and Apple, they don't care about it. Mm-hmm. And so they're not going to be as precise with, like, keeping your phone's battery life stable, which I found really interesting.
Yeah, because those are the two largest.
Yeah, so it shows that, like, they're really just in it for the money. They want you to buy a new phone. Yeah. Whereas Google was talking about the Pixel has built-in where, like, if I plug in my phone and it reaches 100%, it's not going to keep charging my phone. It's going to register that the charger's still plugged in, and it's going to turn off the charging port. But as soon as my phone drops below 100, then it will charge it back to 100. So that's kind of nice. But they still say, like, you know, keeping your phone at 100 is not always the best thing. And that's something that I found really interesting.
Yeah.
I recommend, like, if you're going to be storing your phone for a long time, say, like, you're going on a trip and you don't need your phone and you're going to be gone for, like, a week. I always thought, like, the best thing to do would be, like, charge your phone up to 100, turn it off, put it away. But that's not what they're saying is accurate. They're saying that the lithium-ion batteries, they still deteriorate even if it's powered off.
Yeah.
And they're saying that at 100, it's going to deteriorate faster. And that the better charge to keep it at, if you're going to store a phone, is between 30 to 50%. So I found that really interesting. I think that might be very beneficial for anyone that ever has to store a phone. If you're going to store a phone for any amount of time, even if it's just for like a day or two, make it go down to 30 to 50%. Store there. You'll see a longer life in your phone. That's if you obviously store your phone a lot.
Yeah.
I just found it interesting. That was the last of my articles.
I have one more article, and it actually stems from a picture that our friend Aaron Hargrove sent to us. Razer, the computer accessory manufacturer.
They also have some computer.
Yeah.
They're specialized in like keyboards and mouses.
Yes, very gaming centric. They are building a toaster, like a toaster for bread, possibly with LED support.
It's bread to win.
Yes.
That's what our advertisement says. I find it hilarious.
It started out as a joke, as most things like this do. I'm pretty sure that's exactly how the Boring Company's flamethrower started out.
That's awesome.
It is awesome.
Why would that be a joke? That's awesome.
So are toasters. Toasters are awesome.
I don't know. I have a really nice toaster.
But they said as of today, the page has crossed 1 million likes.
Sheesh.
And apparently several people are willing to get Razer toaster tattoos.
Dude, I'd get one.
And therefore pushed the total effective like count up to 1 million without actually hitting that number. As a result, I guess this is the CEO. His name is Ming Liang Tan.
Sure.
Has acknowledged
sounds right.
their accomplishment, and Razer will now build the toaster.
Yes.
If I know
the toaster we need.
If I know Razer, it's going to have great build quality.
Or crappy build quality.
Or crappy build quality.
I don't know.
The choice is theirs.
I'm just thinking back to our friend Justin who bought a Razer computer and then it broke.
Well, that wasn't the build. That was the internals.
I mean, it's still his fault.
Yeah.
I say his fault because he bought it user refurbished off eBay. Don't ever buy anything user refurbished.
Never. Anyways, they're building this. It's probably going to be well built, but overpriced.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely will be overpriced.
So if you want Razer's logo on your toast every morning with your jam and your butter or whatever you have your toast with, hit up razorzone.com. I think that's what it's called. And get your toast. I don't know when it'll be available for pre-order. I'll probably buy 7.
Jeez.
Because I'm a big fan of toast. Look out, Aaron Hargrove.
Why don't you just buy one and then just use that one 7 times every morning? You would save yourself so much money.
Nah, man, I got the cash.
I don't think you do, man. You're unemployed.
That's true. For now.
Yeah.
But hopefully things will take off soon in the employment route.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it will. You have a job lined up. You're just not. You're not unemployed. You're in between employed.
I'm experiencing the transience of life.
You're in between employed.
Yes, I am, folks. That's all the articles that we have. Like we said, it was a shorter episode. We still have a song. We're not doing 20 questions today, whatever it is.
Do we want to tell them about the potential the break coming up?
Oh yeah. So when did we want to start this? Week after next?
Yeah.
Week after next. So
next week will be the last episode for a little bit.
Yes. It's going to be a huge episode though.
It's going to be like 4 hours.
I don't think it's going to be 4 hours.
It won't be 4 hours.
It will be huge. We'll probably record maybe in the morning because we're wild like that.
Yeah, I actually have plans that afternoon.
I do too. So
that works out good. Yeah, but anyways, so if you haven't been picking up on what we're talking about, I'm making a move to Arizona.
Yep.
Aaron is making a move up to Atlanta. We're both in an area of life where we're making some pretty big transitional moves.
Yes.
And so we're in a position where we can't really just. It'll be easier in transition to be able to allow us to focus on the things we need to focus on. For
Yes.
example, I start my master's program next week.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we just need to make sure we're focusing on some life stuff. But we're going to try to figure out how to make the podcast will work in us being in multiple locations. Yes. But, I mean, if not, if it's not me, I'm sure they'll still live. If it's not me every week, it might be me once a month. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? But next week, like I said, it's going to be a big episode. I've actually invited Jalen to come with us.
What? A 3-man crew?
Actually, 3-man and a woman.
What?
Rebecca has agreed.
What?
To come on the podcast.
Rebecca, my second favorite Rebecca is coming?
Yes.
Jeez.
So look out for that. It's going to be a huge episode with 4 people.
4 people, 1 mic.
1 mic.
You do the math.
You do the math.
I mean, I guess we could technically.
We could work it out somehow, but
we can test it. We can technically do 4 people, 2 mics.
Yeah, we could.
That probably would be better.
That probably would be better.
We can test it.
Yeah, we'll test it. We'll get things tested out. We want to make sure to have the best quality episode before our hiatus. Because we're taking a hiatus, that does not mean we won't be posting podcasts, though. We will still have at least once a month throughout the summer.
Oh man, we got the double number. Total listens to all of our podcasts, 666. Please, for the love of God, listen to this podcast.
Please do it.
Sorry, I don't know what made me think to look up how many listens we had.
This is Aaron and Jacob saying
goodbye.
For now. Spin the track. Brandy Jayne, Dr. Mario Fever. Peace out.
Deuces.